Okay. Sorry if it looks like we're like been doing this for a while. We have, but my iPad turned off on us. So hi everyone, welcome to Authentically Me TV, and I'm here with my co-host today,
Billy Sanditos. Oh, Maya Logan.
This is Maya, the one that normally is speaking from the back of the car, the back
That
seat.
no one can hear.
That no one can hear.
I get to say whatever I want.
Okay, so for some reason she's allowed me to, I think I had to agree to wash her hair in order for her to do this video. So yeah, so
no one's gonna judge me.
No one's gonna judge you.
No
right?
one wants to do their
Can
hair.
you say that so they can hear you?
No one is gonna judge me because no one wants to do their hair either.
Yeah, well.
Oh, it's a raccoon. Man.
So anyway, so today we're talking about homeschooling, and I'm gonna try and get this one out of here as soon as possible because yeah, I in order for her to do it, I had to wash her hair. I have to wash her hair, which doesn't take that long at all. But anyway, so we're talking about homeschooling. We're talking about this past year, this year coming up. Maya and her sister Madison will be going to the actual school building. That's what I call it, like the actual building, because school I believe can happen, learning can happen anywhere. And I still believe that when people go to school, you're still homeschooling because you're still overseeing, you're still overseeing what they're doing as well. So,
I didn't do book.
So anyway, oh, by the way, if you hear anything from the corner, that's Madison.
She wanted to be heard, just ignore her.
Yeah.
But now she wants to be seen.
I am usually the star of the videos, thank you.
No, you're the 4th star. You have to be in the camera, the limelight.
Okay, anyway, so we're just going to talk about this past year.
Let's talk about the horrors of high school.
Okay, anyway, that's okay. So,
loud,
homeschool
people.
Okay. But, you know, you'll get to make friends.
I have friends.
Okay. So, anyway, we're a little torn here.
I wanted to go to our high school with my friends that I already made. But I can't get into the same high school because you were supposed to compete for it in January. And we didn't start the decision for me to go back to high school until April, which is definitely too late. So now I'm going to a humongous high school where I probably won't be able to wear heels because I'm going to be walking all day up the stairs, down the stairs, around the corners.
I took the last receipt.
And it's huge, absolutely humongous.
Well, the good...
Madison ran into something.
Okay. The other thing about this school is its test scores are a lot better. So that's a good thing. The other high school was split into two different high schools in the same building.
82 kids in freshman year.
Okay. So, but the other high school does very well, and so we're going to see how that goes. But as far as the homeschooling thing, this past year we homeschooled, as well as for Madison, who'll be a senior this coming year. She homeschooled as well as took classes at the local community college. It's called dual enrollment, yeah. And then Maya was going to do that this coming year, but we found with Madison, with the dual enrollment program, they kind of get the student kind of stuck in the, and I have, community college is great, but if your goal is to go on to a 4-year university, depending on which 4-year university you want to go to, some of the credits that you're receiving at the local community colleges might not be translated, might not translate well. Transfer. Thank you. Over at the 4-year.
Translate is a math term.
Okay. At the 4-year university that you're trying to get into. So that's one thing that Madison experienced. But this past year I used easy peasy homeschool high school program written by another mother. And it really was simple. I liked it because you could add anything to it, and I'm one who likes to have all avenues of learning available, meaning that if they want to delve into engineering or they want to try out some of the different sciences or what have you, it leaves room for you to develop the program more than just what they have there. So I like that. I really like that. I've been homeschooling for a number of years now. We've also used local schools, not just here, but when my husband was in the military overseas, you can also do where your kids go to the specials at the regular school. Specials meaning like PE, art, host nation.
What is that?
Hmm?
What's Host Nation?
Host nation, where Herr Jach in Germany, he taught you about. Host nation is a class that the students take. It's a special class.
To learn the basics of German's history.
Whatever country you're in, you're good at the military school there. That facilitates learning for military children. There's called a class called Host Nation, and it's normally taught by a local resident. And what they do is they teach the culture and some of the language and ideas and history of the country that is being represented, that you're living in at the time. So so they're really interesting classes. And so even when you're homeschooling, you can still use those courses. You can still go to those classes.
Or something that people normally couldn't think of, which would be Khan Academy. And instead of using the homeschooling way, she had like a list of everything to do for math. And I can, because I've been homeschooled for so long, I couldn't basically teach myself. So I was like, I'll just do it on Khan Academy. And if I don't understand something, then the dude will talk about it. But mostly I just learned by seeing what I did wrong and then fixing it and starting all over again. And geometry wasn't as hard for me because I like strategy. So if you give me like a strategy puzzle, I'm going to try to figure it out.
Okay, so let's start by this. What was your favorite class this year?
My favorite class this year. Lunch doesn't count. Okay, geometry. It was a lot of strategy.
What about British literature? I thought you liked that.
I liked British literature until they decided that every week, or what was that, every 3 days, you did a 275 word paper on something random like a poem. And if you didn't understand what the poem was talking about, you still had to write that paper. And then every time you took a test, it wasn't a test. It was a 500-word essay that I did not want to do.
Okay, all right. Well, now that I know how you feel about that, can I ask you this? What was...
How is it?
Okay, let's. What she wanted to say was, Mom, can I eat your potato salad? Please answer.
Yeah, that's true. I think this is what you want to say.
No, I mean, tell her yes or no. But she's gone now,
okay.
so...
All right. So, but what did you like about being homeschooled that's different about going to school?
A life of solitude. Sorry, it was very silent, and I'm a little bit worried because
What about when you were being homeschooled and your sisters were here?
It was still peaceful and silent.
Yeah.
But this is what school is. School
To you.
No, high school is filled with people who want to learn, people who semi-care about learning, and people who just don't care. And the people who semi-care about learning and the people who just don't care like to interrupt the people who want to learn. So like if a disruption in class, it makes a teacher go completely off topic just to get rid of that one student, and it disturbs the whole lesson. And also, high school is known to be very loud. I mean, we weren't even going to the high school anymore. We were getting our laptops because homeschooling was like a last-minute decision. But we were getting our laptops, and that bell goes off, and I immediately stand up, and I was like, what class do I have to go to? And then I was like, I'm not in this school. And then I laughed for a while.
Oh, is that because
you're like trained to move each time that
towards
bell
the bell?
rings.
Oh,
That's
kind of like Pavlov's
I feel
dog.
like I'm a robot. Like, bell rings, you stand.
So
move.
was it different? Do you have more control in
Yes, you
homeschooling?
do. Like, I am able to finish all of my studies before 12 o'clock and be done with the day.
Okay.
But in school, you can finish all your studies. You're still stuck in that classroom forever long.
Okay, so now you're going back this coming year.
Yay. The only thing I'm excited about that is I may be able to go to some of the events after school. Basically, I'm going to teach school, not teach, pretend school is like a dormitory. You go there, do your schoolwork, and you can leave. Basically, all I need to do is get straight A's and I'm free, and I never have to go back. I was hoping that I could finish all of my classes, so I only have to do half of my senior classes. Hello, Dad.
Sorry, everyone.
Daddy, check your watch.
So, in another video, I was going to talk about when I started homeschooling, why I started homeschooling. But today I just wanted to say, how do you feel about this whole year and how the year ended? Was it a flop or was it great? Did you get to, I think, one thing I liked, I got to spend more time with you.
It was nice. It was nice, peaceful, and quiet. And I got to know all of Mom's business because on her phone calls they're outrageously loud. So it's just like, hi, what's up with that? And I was like, closed door. You're disturbing my peace.
So I think we're going to stop there today so Maya can go on. But we basically had a really good year. I'm looking forward to her junior year. Madison's going to start her senior year.
At least one person's looking forward to it. Not me.
Okay. So
Actually, there's a stationery about high school. Freshman year, you're just there. You're fighting to learn new adventures and everything. Sophomore year, you sort of got it, but you don't have it yet. You're almost the bottom of the school, but somewhat the top of the school. You know what to do. It's like a drill, but you're still friends with the freshmen. Junior, you're the top of the school. It should not be like this, but junior year, you are the top of the school because seniors just want to get out of the school. They don't care about anything. They don't care about the sports unless that's their scholarship.
So is it safe to say you're basically rationalizing going back to school this year?
No, that's what I told a friend before she went to freshman year because she was really scared.
Okay.
And I was like, well, basically, you don't have to worry about the seniors. You probably will never see them.
And okay, so just in a final note, just today, so my next video will be about what I used to why I homeschooled, when I started homeschooling and how that went, and all the wonderful things that we got to do. And then another one will be tips that I have for anybody homeschooling, because I really enjoyed homeschooling. I think it created a really great bond between myself and my kids, and also it gave them the opportunity to push themselves as hard as they wanted to go, as opposed to being compared to somebody sitting next to them in the classroom. But I hope we're just talking and sharing. So I hope this video was able to help and learn a little bit more about me. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Friend me on Instagram. No, I'm kidding.